Stanley, Scuba, Sailing, and Adventures. Scuba diving, the British Virgin Islands. This is the guide to diving and snorkeling there. Last week I wrapped up my 20 dive series on diving in the British Virgin Islands. During that video series, I referenced the guide to diving and snorkeling in the British Virgin Islands in almost every video. As a result, I thought I would do a quick review of that reference book, and I'll share the link. I purchased it on Amazon. It was a wonderful reference tool. We used the guide during the week-long live aboard to select the sites we wanted to dive and to create our dive plans. Just inside the cover, you'll find this key map. We'll take a quick look at the table of contents. And you can see here there's a dive site locator, which that'll be very important to me. An introduction, some general information about marine life, and BVI diving overview. Let's dive into the dive site locator. Pun intended. Here you can see the dive site locator divides things up by geography. West, Pirates, Drakes, and North. I dove in the Pirates, the Drakes, and the North on this trip, but I didn't make any dives over in the West. So if you have any experience in diving in the West area, please let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Here on the next page, page 5, you can see there's a list of dive sites for each geographic location. Again, Pirates, Drakes, North, and West. The dive sites are numbered, but these numbers don't correspond to page numbers within the book. That took me just a couple minutes to get my head around. The book contains some information about local dive operators. I don't know if any of that is still accurate. I know the book's updated occasionally. As you get to each dive area, again, here you see we're really looking at just the Pirates' geographic location, and the dive numbers or dive IDs, again, do not correspond to page numbers. So dive site Santa Monica Rock has maximum depth of 70 feet or 21 meters, and the activity and skill levels recommended are indicated. This is advanced with exposure to weather patterns from the north, not so much from the east, yes, and the primary type is offshore pinnacle. I found the maximum depth and exposure and primary type the most useful information on that page. Looking at a particular dive site, here you can see we're in the Pirates, and this is number 1 is the ID, Santa Monica Rock, and it gives you some location information. Again, maximum depth, skill level, and weather exposure, and then there's usually a drawing or map of the dive site. On the following page, you'll find more information. There's an in-depth description of the dive site, and there's a written dive briefing. The drawing on the previous page showed where the mooring pin was located, if there was one. There are also arrows indicating the direction that the dive briefing would guide you through the site. Very helpful. I found the reef life guide actually surprisingly accurate. Here you can see the book has got the tabs highlighted so you can easily flip to a specific geographic location. I found this to be the best way for me to quickly navigate the book and find a particular dive site. Again, just a quick review. I found this guide incredibly helpful. The drawings and dive briefings were very accurate, and it was a wonderful aid. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.